Hey guys, what's up? So, it's been a week since I posted a YouTube video. I just took a week off. I don't know if you noticed, but I'll tell you why in a bit. But I'm gonna be making dinner at the same time, so at least if I just ramble about nothing, at least you get a meal out of it. So I'm gonna start by showing you what I'm cooking. And so tonight we have ground turkey, and I've already cut up some vegetables, some peppers, and some mushrooms and some zucchini. Here's my spices that I'm gonna be using for the turkey. So we've got garlic powder, smoked paprika, chili powder, and ground cumin. Got my pans over here. So I'm just gonna start by lighting these up. Time to cook. So first things first, we're gonna go with the ground turkey. Super gourmet. People ask how I have the time to make these dinners for myself each night, and let me tell you, it's really quick. It's simple, it's not fancy, and I have the time because I don't overcomplicate it, and that's about it. So I just add some salt into the turkey. Just gonna kind of break it up a bit. Then I'm gonna add my spices. So here's my garlic, smoked paprika, which this is where the magic happens. The smoked paprika, if you've not tried it, you need to. Chili powder, and cumin. Whoa. That came out faster than the rest of them. Not all spices come out equally as fast. So then, I'm just gonna break it up a little bit so it cooks evenly. This is what it looks like so far. And while that's cooking, I'm going to get the vegetables over here going. So, today, I'm using ghee. Today is the last day of Whole30, by the way. So that's kind of amazing. So ghee is butter, but it doesn't have the milk solids in it. So if you're lactose intolerant, you can still handle ghee. And also the smoke point is a lot higher because it doesn't have milk in it that's gonna burn. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in here for my vegetables to cook. Also, if you're counting your macros, don't forget to count the oils that you cook in. Generally, I tend to count like a third of the amount that I use because some of it does kind of burn off. So it's not like if you use a tablespoon of ghee that you have to count the whole thing. Alright, vegetables gonna go in. Carly knows that I drop things a lot, so she just ran over here as soon as I started tossing the pan. So, we're just gonna let that cook a little bit. With vegetables that contain a lot of water, like zucchini and mushrooms, you don't want to add the salt too soon because then the water just escapes from the vegetables and you don't get a good sear on them and they just kind of like steam themselves in the pan. So let those get a brown on them first before you add in your salt and your spices and stuff like that. So while this is cooking, we can this is really testing my multitasking skills right here. So I'm gonna bring this a little closer. So while this is cooking, why did I take a break from YouTube for a week? Few things. My brain was definitely getting in my way. I was getting in my own way. And I pushed myself pretty hard. I pushed myself pretty hard the whole month of January when it comes to pushing myself outside my comfort zone. And, yep, just dropped a bunch of shit. Apparently I just don't know my limits yet, but I'm learning them. And I was feeling a lot of discouragement, feeling like I sucked at a few things that I was pushing myself to get into. And so, yeah, I am realizing, you know, one, I take more time to recharge than the average human being because I am an introvert and I am an anxious person, and when I push myself, I have to make sure to also make room in my life for self-care. I was legit like not doing any self-care besides going to the gym, but even when I was at the gym, I was more focused on what I was needing to do at home. And that just never makes for a good workout. So, I spent the majority of this weekend shaming myself for not functioning in this world like a normal human being because of my social anxiety, because it takes me so long to recharge, and then also feeling bad about needing to take different paths to where I want to be or to my destination, for it taking me longer to get where I want to be, or for me feeling like kind of developmentally delayed when it comes to adulting. There's so many things in life that cause me anxiety or that I just don't know about yet because I'm still learning. I feel like I got a late start in life because of a few different factors: religion, being trans, and just being anxious and, you know, avoiding shit for too long. So I'm trying not to do that anymore. But I think my turkey's done. Hopefully I just don't lose my train of thought forever. Someone's calling me. Don't know who it is. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the heat off for the turkey here. And then give these a little bit of a toss. They're starting to brown up a little bit, but still not quite salt ready. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is everyone's different, and I finally realized that you can't follow anyone else's path or a blueprint in life because like this dude over here, this very successful multi-million-dollar business dude or whatever, or like YouTuber or fitness inspo or whoever your idol, your guru is or whatever, just because they do something a certain way, even if you follow exactly in their footsteps, you're gonna get different results because you have a different personality, you have different needs. Their path might not work for you at all. Basically, I know there's plenty of people's paths that I could follow where I would just burn out and I need more time to recharge, and like I guess I was kind of shaming myself for that specifically. And you know, I'm always 100%, like, I'm kind of intense in everything I do, whether it's, you know, like bodybuilding or sports or anything like that. I've always been an intense person, intense personality. Drop some Carly's. Here comes my vacuum. There you go. Chisel on it. So I was kind of frustrated that I wasn't able to push myself through this because I've pushed myself through a lot. But I've also created workarounds in a lot of areas of my life. And I was like, you know what? I can always create a workaround. I can always create a detour and still get to the goal, to where I want to be. And it was just a realization I had that I don't have to follow the norm. I don't have to follow like I'm not doing it wrong. I'm just doing it my own way, if that makes sense. And I'm being very vague. I'll probably go into more detail at some other point, but it's a little bit vulnerable, you know. And I've been struggling a little bit more. I'm gonna add the salt to these vegetables now. I've been struggling a bit lately with being vulnerable, and that having to do with new people in my life and being a little bit like nervous and, you know, having to look people in the eye at the end of the day. You know, like with being trans and all that kind of stuff. And I haven't been talking about, you know, subjects of trans stuff or religion as much. I just needed to take a break from that because it was just, it was too much. And I'm gonna add a little garlic to this. It was just too much in the sense of like, I'm tired of feeling, the religion aspect, it always just makes me feel worse at the end of the day. Like, I feel angry about it. I'm still healing from it. I don't feel like triggering myself. I'm gonna give you a look at these vegetables. So you can see, here's what these vegetables look like right now. And then when it comes to like trans topics, I wanna, you know, give people tools and information like forever. I always want to do what I can to help the community, but there was just like, I don't know what it was, there's so much infighting that I felt like I needed to take a step back from that, even because I didn't want to see anything. Like, I just wanted to be like, no, I just can't, I don't want to see this, I don't know, but yeah, I just had a week of just thinking a lot, and I'm good. And I feel recharged, and I'm not like shaming myself for taking different paths. Like, I still know where I'm going. It just might take longer. It might look different, but that's okay, because we're all different people. So yeah, if you're trying to get somewhere and you feel like you're doing it wrong, you're not. You just sometimes gotta do it your own way. You gotta like blaze your own trail, I guess is the saying. Yeah, anyways, this food is also done. So, check that out. Yep. So far, this dinner has taken a total of like, I don't know if there's some timer on this. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I'll show you how I kind of weigh stuff out. Let's do it this way. I already weighed out the vegetables, so I do not need to weigh those out. A lot of times, I won't even like weigh out the vegetables because like really go at it, you can't really overdo it there. Protein wise, I will do 5 to 6 ounces. And that's it. That is dinner. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for listening to me ramble and just brain vomit and, you know, I guess being my therapist while I cook dinner. Hopefully, maybe you got some value out of learning how to cook ground turkey and some vegetables. I don't know. But if you are different like me and you have anxiety and you have to find ways to get what you want, you know what, like, I gotta say, you're smart. If you can find ways to work around whatever it is that, you know, prevents you from functioning in society and the norms and the way that, you know, people generally function, like, that does not mean that you're not worthy or capable of what you want. It just means that you have to want it that much more, you have to work that much harder, but it's so worth it. And it tests how much you actually do want it. So yeah, detours are not dead ends. Keep going, keep working out what you're doing. Don't get discouraged. I know I definitely was feeling discouraged, but feeling recharged, feeling better, and ready to kill this month. Happy February. Was January not the longest month of your entire life? Felt like that for me. And tomorrow Whole30 is over, and I get to make waffles again, so that's nice. Anyways, I'm gonna eat this before it gets cold. It's really cold in here. So peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Let me know your goals for February. And that's it. Yeah, see you later.